Welcome to Mr. Mitsubishi YouTube channel that talks a lot about Mitsubishi product. Today in this video we'll have a look at this and answer the question, should you wait for the brand new 2023 PHEV body style, or should you get this 2022 old PHEV body style? Now, the correct answer is situational, and we'll cover more of those details, why you should wait, why you should go for it. At the end of the video, I'll give you my personal opinion on it as well. Now, when it comes to PHEV, there are some parts of the world like Australia, Japan, New Zealand, I believe, they're already getting the new body style. Here in North America, we're still patiently waiting for the brand new 2023 PHEV. And every time when there's model changes, there's also a lot of people who think, should they buy the previous one or should they wait for the new one to come in? Now, this time around, the situation in the market and globally is a little bit different as well. We'll talk about at the end of the video, but for now, we'll check out this. We'll check out what the PHEV is all about, and then I hope this video helps you to answer that question if you might be thinking about getting this versus the new one. So, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we'll be covering a lot of PHEV and Outlander stuff moving forward. And now let's get to it. Now, before we look at some interior exterior features of this vehicle, let's talk about the most important thing, why people even care about it. So this is the PHEV, and the PHEV stands for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So essentially you have a mix of three things. You have just a regular gasoline engine, you have fully electric range with your battery, and then you have the hybrid capability. So essentially how that works is, let's say on your daily operation, the vehicle is fully charged, you run with your EV range, and once that EV range is depleted, then basically the engine kicks in and it charges a little bit the battery and it becomes this hybrid mode, right? So the hybrid has been around forever. Toyota is probably one of the early adapters of the hybrid technology, but the hybrid doesn't give you the fully electric range, so it always switches like back and forth from hybrid to regular gas. So this one has that, and plus it has the battery itself. So it's basically a mix of three things, and that's what the PHEV, the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, suggests what it is. Now, the major advantage over a fully electric vehicle or only electric vehicle is that you don't have the range anxiety. So with the electric car, if your battery is done, you just basically at a mercy of charging station, and especially if you're in a rush or your job is such that you can't really park the car and charge it for hours. This vehicle, you're out of juice, so to speak. You go to the nearest gas station, you fill it up, you can drive it just as a regular gas engine as well. So very cool features. And now let's talk a little bit about the electric capacity, about charging of the vehicle, and what that is all about. So your charging cable from the factory is put in right here underneath this cover. Sometimes some salespeople don't tell their clients where the charger is, and then they think it's completely missing. So this is exactly how it comes from the factory, nicely packaged in, safely put under here. So like you can carry it with you, or you can just keep it in your garage. It's up to you. Now let's unpack this thing and we'll have a look. What do we have in there? So it's a pretty long charging cable. So it should be enough basically for almost all households. Okay, so it's a pretty massive thing. We'll have a look exactly what those buttons are and what they mean. And this is the part that you plug it in your vehicle. So cool, let's have a look what it's all about. Okay, let's check out this. And now the most important question you might have, how many kilometers you squeeze out of a full charge. So once your vehicle is fully charged, it will give you 39 kilometers of EV range. Now, of course, it depends on your driving habits and everything else. Now, let's have a look at this charging. Okay, so here is a couple of things. So you have 12 amps and you have 8 amps. So it's normal, this is fast. So depending on how beefy your electricity is at house, you can choose one or the other. And with this one here, you can change the speed limit. Now, the light is going to come up accordingly which one you choose, and then you plug it in and charge it up. So I believe you have to set this setting before you plug it in, so you can't plug it in and then change it. So you first you change the setting, and then you use this plug-in to plug in the vehicle. So now this part goes in your charger, just like your cell phone. Basically, you can charge this car up, right? So now, and then if we talk about times, how long you have to charge. So on this 8 amp on normal charging, it'll be 14.5 hours to charge it up. On the 12 amps, it's gonna be 9 hours. And if you choose to go to those 240 volt charging stations that you see around the parking lots and whatnot, or maybe you can install it in your garage, one of those beefed up chargings, then it's going to be basically about 4 hours and it's going to be fully charged, right? And this part here, it's quite simply, you open the charging lid and there you go. Remove the safety cap, plug it in, that's it, done. Now you just need to wait for charging. And this one here is for the DC superchargers, the quick chargers. You plug it in and it gives you a lot of juice in like 20 minutes or so. Basically charges up almost to 80% or something. So okay, let's have a look at a few more things, and then we'll have a look at the interior and exterior details of this particular Outlander. And now let's have a look what's underneath the hood. So the battery itself, you cannot see it with the naked eye because it's underneath the vehicle. You got to hoist the vehicle up. But what we can see here is basically the regular engine and also the plug-in hybrid, or the hybrid component of it. So now the battery size that's underneath the vehicle is 13.8 kilowatt lithium-ion battery, which gives you 39 kilometers of full EV range, and the estimated fuel economy is 3.2 liters on 100 kilometers compared to 9.1 liters on 100 kilometers on the regular gasoline Outlander. So it's basically 1/3 of what you would be getting on the just the regular Outlander. Now the other thing to keep in mind is, as you become used to the vehicle, you know how to drive it, you train yourself to fuel efficiency and the EV range, you can squeeze a lot with a single gas of tank. So 39 kilometer range doesn't sound all that impressive, but we've had clients who've squeezed 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 and 4,000 kilometers out of single tank of gas. Now that is really, really impressive, right? Because if you think about it, let's say you charge it every day at home overnight and you go to work and back, and that's your basically only thing you're using it for, and maybe some errands on the weekend, and you always within that 20 to 25 kilometer, maybe 30 kilometer range, basically almost always you'll be driving with electric, right? So as opposed to if you have like a long distances to commute, your electric range is not going to be as efficient, right? So it really depends on your day-to-day use how much full range you'll squeeze out of a single gas tank. So cool. Now let's have a look at some exterior interior options, and we'll make a conclusion at the end of it. Now let's check out the exterior interior of the Outlander. Now I still really like how this old body style looks. It doesn't look old and dated to me. You know how there's some cars that you look at the old body style versus the new one, and just the old one looks so bad that everybody can't even stand it anymore, just want the new thing. I don't think with Outlander it's the case. I think it still looks modern, sharp. It suits its PHEV thing, so it kind of looks, you know, a little bit different from all the other SUVs. So on this PHEV, you can tell that there's badging right there, plug-in hybrid. There's nice chrome elements on the vehicle. I love those wheels. And by the way, the same wheels are the same on the fully loaded or the entry level. This is just the entry level. So with the naked eye, you can't even tell if this is the base model or fully loaded, which is a good thing. If you're buying a base model, you're driving around looking as if you'd be fully loaded in a fully loaded vehicle. Now the interior, I think, is slightly different story. So the interior does look dated to me because this interior has been around forever. So this is a refresh of the exterior in 2016, but this interior has basically been around forever. So let's hop in the back. Oh, we'll unlock it first and then we'll jump in the back. There we go. We'll have a look real quick at the layout and everything else. So I like suede and whatnot. The seats are really, really cool. right? But this is how the interior looks. So the steering wheel is nice looking, modern. The shifter is modern looking. The seats are awesome, but like the general layout is a little bit dated. However, so many people like it and they want to keep this way, and that's what they want to do. So if you're one of people that don't care about modern looks, just go for it. Don't wait for the new one. This is how it looks. So we're gonna start it up. This one here, it's nice red, but same thing, it's a little bit dated looks on it, right? Now here's the shifter. You go drive, reverse, parking is right here. And then here you have the battery operation, EV mode only, save and charge. You have drive, selection, lock, normal, snow, and you have the sport mode. So that's how it looks. I really do like the steering wheel a lot, so that looks really nice and modern. Now this screen right here, if we check it out, so this bar is going to give you your electric range, what's left of it, and this is going to be your gasoline range. And then here you can see if you're going to go downhill, you can, by the way, charge it up with this regenerative braking, plus and minus, make it more severe or less severe. You can charge it up. This is the eco mode. Car kind of like teaches you how to there we go. This is how the interior looks. Definitely a bit more dated compared to the exterior, I think. But still, like I said, I like it. A lot of people like it too. That's how it looks. Okay, so here's the conclusion, right? Should you wait for the 2023? Should you buy the 2022? It really is situational. If you want just the latest, the greatest, you're excited about that longer range capacity and new body style, definitely wait, but place your name in a line because they sell out very fast. All the incoming units are basically pre-sold already. To avoid a very long wait time, act fast. If you don't care too much about the new body style and whatnot, this is still a rock solid car. It gives you that plug-in hybrid electric capability, very good range, and you get familiar with technology, and maybe a few years down the road you upgrade to a new one, right? So there's still a handful of these previous body styles left out there, and the biggest thing to think about it as well, the new one is going to be way more money than the previous body style, right? So if you're looking from perspective how much money you want to spend, this one is going to be friendlier for your wallet for sure, and it still gives you the plug-in hybrid capability and all the benefits that comes with it, right? Of course, if you want the new one, just go for it, right? But this is definitely a good alternative if you don't want to wait, you want to buy something now, and you want to be part of the electric movement, so to speak. So, okay, thank you so much for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because moving forward, we'll be talking a lot about plug-in hybrids, about PHEVs, and about new Outlander and everything else. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.